and Vicki and all, they'll attest to that. But the thing about it was, they never lost their faith in a God who was faithful, extremely faithful. Janet, why don't you come on up? Janet Corzine is Belva's niece, and she is going to share with you some personal items for Belva, and then following Janet, the family has put together a video that we'll be watching regarding Belva's life. Janet, come on.
Good morning. I'm going to read a memoir that was written by Valerie, Belva's oldest daughter. My mom always told me that she was so ugly and skinny when she was growing up. I never saw that, because to me she was the most beautiful woman I knew. I saw her that way not just because she was physically beautiful, but because she had the most beautiful and caring heart. She was the ultimate caregiver, and I can attest to that too. And she took care of everyone and everything, and she usually did it quietly and without a lot of fanfare. Many don't know this about my mom, but she didn't have a particularly happy childhood. She was terribly neglected by her stepmother. Knowing that childhood abuse and neglect can carry on into generations, I asked her one time how she could be such a fabulous mother to my sister and I. And her answer was that she just knew that the way she was treated was not right. And if she was ever blessed with children, if God ever gave her children, she would love and cherish them as the special gifts that they were. How blessed am I that he made her my mom. Besides my sister and me and my entire family, she took care of a lot of other people with care, took them under her caring wing. For over 2 years, she looked after a severely abused woman with multiple personalities and her son. She adopted many other kids throughout the years, once sleeping on an air mattress next to one of her adopted kids who was recovering from brain surgery. I think one of the hardest caregiving roles my mom ever undertook was after my sister's second brain surgery. Vicki and Larry had 3 young children, and her mom Belva took off 6 months to stay with the family and help in Vicki's recovery. It was probably the most difficult nursing job she'd ever had. The nurse in her needed to be firm and strong to keep going with the therapy and encourage everybody. But the mama in her would have done anything to take that burden away. Mom was also a lot of fun. Her quiet sense of humor and her silly side were not often displayed, but when they were, it was usually so unexpected and so funny that we'd talk about it for days, and sometimes even years afterwards. Most of all, my mom modeled to me what a godly woman was who loved and served the Lord and what that looked like. She trusted him and knew that he would always be there with his care, comfort, and guidance. I will miss her horribly, and she took a huge piece of my heart with her. But knowing where she is an amazing comfort. I hope that those of you that are here today know the same love and grace that my mom knew from her soul-saving relationship with Jesus. The next memoir is from Vicki, Belva's youngest daughter. I remember coming home from lunch from school every Wednesday to find my mom at the table doing her Bible study and praising God. During her last days, she continually raised her hand and arms with a smile on her face, as though she were praising the Lord. She had a quick wit and a wonderful smile. I'm grateful that she was such a good aunt and such a good role model.
Janet.